Hello everyone and welcome to this new session which is about resection using AutoCAD or AutoCAD Civil 3D. As a reminder guys, in a previous video I explained how to do the resection calculations in details, and just to remind you that the resection would require the coordinates of two known stations A and B and some measured values using total station. Before you start this session, if you haven't watched the resection calculations video, I would advise that you stop now and watch the resection calculations and then return to continue here so that you will understand the aim of the resection using AutoCAD. So these are measured values. We measure two distances from station X, which is the unknown station that our aim is to calculate its coordinates. This is station X. We measured an angle, this angle, horizontal angle, and two distances from X to A and from X to B. And don't forget, A and B are known stations. That means you know their locations on the ground and you know their coordinates, and in our case they are given here in this table. In that video guys, after we've done all the calculations, I calculated the coordinates of the unknown station X, and these are the values here. It's 9321.427 easting and 5890.216 northing. So these are the calculated coordinates. In today's session we are going to know how to find the coordinates of X using AutoCAD. So let me first simplify the process that we are going to apply using Civil 3D. What we are going to do guys is very simple. First we are going to represent the point A. This is point A. We know its coordinates. They are given here in the table. We are going using Civil 3D to locate point A. And then from point A, we are going to draw a circle. The radius of this circle is the distance of XA, which is given here 593, etc. So this is the radius, and let's draw a circle. This is the first circle. Okay, and then we will do the same thing for station B. We know its coordinates. They are here in the table. We will represent a point in Civil 3D. This is point B. And from B, we are going to draw another circle. The radius of this circle is the distance of XB, 450.859. And this is the radius, and this is circle from B. Now, very simply, guys, the intersection point between these two circles is the secondary control station location. Okay, so the coordinates of this point here, the intersection point, are the required coordinates for the secondary control station. Here you might ask, okay, there are two intersection points, this one and this one. Okay, so very simply, how can you know the right one? When you have done the measurements, as I mentioned, there are measured values. These XA and XB, these are measured values. You set up your total station over this station, and then you sighted station A first, and then you turn towards station B. So you know the relative location on the ground of station X relative to stations A and B. So you know if station X to the right of this line AB or to the left of this line AB. Yeah, so easily you can identify which one is your point. And that's it. So now let's apply this using Civil 3D. I simplified the commands that you are going to use in Civil 3D, guys. First, you are going to use the command point. I just wanted you to see them here in big size so that you will be able to apply what you will learn here. The command point to represent points A and B, and then annotate to add some text here. For example, the coordinates of each station or the description of each station. And then we are going to use the command circle to draw these two circles. And finally, if you would like to complete the triangle, the resection triangle, you can draw these three lines using the line command. Okay, I open the software, and this is the space that we are going to work within in Civil 3D. First, I'm going to represent the control station A. Okay, we know its coordinates, as you know. So here in the command bar in the bottom here, guys, just very simply write down point and then enter. Now it's asking for its coordinates. I will provide the coordinates. We know them. So the easting of control station A, 9169.900. I would add after that comma, guys. Okay, just watch here in the bottom, the command bar. and then I will add now the northing, which is 5316.890, and then enter. Now I presented point A, but as you can see here, you can't see it. Okay, if you can't see this white thing here, and this is point A. Now let's try to see it in a better way. I would write down here PD mode in the bottom here, guys, and then I will press enter, and then I will change the mode of the point to be, for example, mode 3, which is an X. Now you can see the point. Now I will change its size. For example, here in the command I would say PD size and then enter, and then I will change the size to be, for example, 18. And then if you can't see it, okay, just double click the scroll wheel. Okay, double click, and this is our point, and then zoom in and zoom out, and this is our point, guys. Now if you would like to add some description to this point, you would go here to the top bar to annotate, and from annotate, guys, in the top here, okay, just select multi-line text here. I will select multi-line text, and I will come here and one click, second click, okay, and then now here I would add the description that I need for this point. For example, I would say it is control station A, okay, and then I would provide its coordinates 5316.890. okay. Now I provided the coordinates. Now you can make this text larger if you like. Okay, I will adjust the size of this text to be from here, guys, from the annotative here. Just change this number. For example, I would make it 4 for now, and then if we need to change it again later on, you can 4 and enter. And now one click here outside the space here, just one click, and now this is the text. If you would like to do some adjustment, just double click again, and from the bottom I would like to spread it like this, and then here if you would like to change the location, pick this corner of the text, and then for example you can write it down here, etc. Now this is my first point, which is control station A. This is the point here, and this is the description text for the point. Okay, now let's do the same for point B. In the command down, if you miss something, now we will repeat the whole thing for point B. Here I would write down point, and then enter, and then I'm going to provide the coordinates of B, 8901.741, comma, and then 5725.479, and then enter. PD mode to be 3, for example, and I would say the PD size to be, for example, 18. Now double click in the using the middle button. Now you can see both stations. This is station A, and you have this is station B. Now I can copy the text from here. Just copy it, select it, Control C for copy, and I will paste it here, Control V for somewhere here. Now and then I can edit for B. I would say here control station B instead of A. I will change the coordinates of the text to be the coordinates of B. It's 5725.479. Click outside, and this is B. And as I mentioned, if you would like to change the location, just pick this point and then locate this in a good place. Now I have two control stations, A and B. Now the next step, guys, is to draw the circles using the distance between X and A, which is measured using total station, as a radius for the first circle. Now we'll start now here. Make sure that the snap down here is activated. This will help you to locate the center of the circle. Now I would write down here circle, guys, in the command bar down. Very simply, circle, and then enter. First I need to locate the center of the circle. If you come here, okay, look at this knob. Okay, I will click here. Now it's asking me for the radius of this circle. Just I will write down the radius, which is the distance of XA, which is 593.011, and then enter. This is the first circle, guys, using the radius of XA. Now we will do the same for point B. From point B we are going to draw a circle, and the radius of this circle again is the distance XB, which is measured using total station. So let me write down here circle, enter, and then I will pick the center of the circle here, and then I will write down the radius of the circle, which is 450.859, enter. Now just zoom out, and these are two circles. Now I know that the location of my control station is to the right to this line AB. It would be here. Yeah, I know that this is my point of interest. So this is the point that I'm going to find its coordinates. This is the solution of our resection problem. So now, guys, in the command bar, just write down point and then enter. Now it's asking for the point. To locate the point, I will come here to the intersection point. Look, the snap is working. I will come to the intersection point here, and then one click, and this is my point. Okay, now this is the point of my interest. I will select this point, one click, and then I will use the right click, and then you select properties. Yeah, I have the properties now. Look to the left here, you would have the properties here to the left. If you go here, guys, under geometry, you can see the coordinates of this point. In this case, the coordinates 9321.426 and 5890.215. So these are the coordinates of this point. In comparison to the coordinates of the same point, guys, using the calculations, we would notice that there is a very, very minor difference, which is about 1 millimeter for each coordinate. Okay, so here, for example, the easting, I'm here, guys, in the top left. Yeah, I'm here. These are the coordinates and the properties, if you can see them to the left. So this is the coordinate. I will make this wider a bit, okay, so that you can see this in a better way. So the position of the easting, or here it's called X, this coordinate, which is 9321.426. So 9321.426. I would return to the coordinates here. As you can see, they are 9321.427. Instead of 26, it's 27 here, 1 millimeter difference. And for the northing, it's here 5890.216. So the northing is 0.216. Using AutoCAD, it is 215. It's 1 millimeter. So we are very accurate. That means our calculations are correct as well. By doing that, guys, I completed the resection using Civil 3D. Now you can add, of course, the coordinates here. Just I will get this, copy it, Control C, and then go here and paste this, Control V. Very simply, this is the location, for example. I would paste it here, and then you would say here, for example, give it a description. Yeah, I would say, for example, secondary control station. And you can call it whatever you like, for example, G. And then you would just write down the coordinates, the easting of the secondary control station. Let's call it 9321.426. 427, and the northing of it would be 5890.216. okay, one click. So if you would like to make this text larger, very simply, just here from 4, for example, make it 6, make it whatever you like, make it suitable to your work. Okay, so, and always you can adjust. Just I'm trying to let you know what you can do here. You can always use zoom in, zoom out. You can adjust this from here, pick this point, make to the left, to the right, okay, until you are happy with it. And this is the text. I'm happy with it. Okay, let's zoom out. You can do the same for the text here, make it larger. Okay, you can move it from here, it's crossing the circle, put it in the bottom a bit, and so on. Make it larger, for example, instead of 4, make it 6, and this is larger. From here, adjust the size of the text box, and so on. You can do the same for station B. Now guys, if you would like to draw the resection triangle, this triangle, very simply go to the command bar and write down line, and then you would start from this point, draw a line, pick this point, and then to this point, and then down here to this point, and then return to the first point that you started from, and then enter. This is our resection triangle. And then you can add the dimensions here for each line, and also you can measure this angle X and compare it against the measured value of X as well. For example, to measure a value, you would go to annotate, go to dimensions here, guys, annotate again on the top bar. I would go here to dimensions, open this list. Here you will have angular measurement. I would pick this angular measurement, guys, and then I would say I would like to measure the angle between this line, pick it, and this line. Okay, and then this is my angle, one click. Now you can't see the text, but if you zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, it's 54, and then from here, but we need it in full accuracy, degrees, minutes, seconds. You need to change the format of this measurement. How to do this? Select the measurement and then go to the left here. Go to the angle format here, guys, degree, minute, second, and then you can also go here to the angle precision as well. You can make it, for example, as you can see here, if you go look to the right, guys, it's changing to degree, minute, second. I will pick this one. Okay, so here the angle precision to be degree, minute, second, and the angle format degree, minute, second, and I have the measured value of angle X, and if you compare this to the measured value using total station, it is exactly the same. Yeah, so it's here 53 degrees, 45 minutes, and 52 seconds. And if we go to here, it is 53 degrees, 45 minutes, and 52 seconds. That means that everything that we've done is correct and accurate. Okay, let's return here. And of course here, guys, you can use your skills that you learned in AutoCAD and Civil 3D to make this text larger from the properties here. I'm not going to go through this in more details, but you need to improve now the presentation of your work as well. And then if you like to prepare it to be printed to a scale, you can do the following. Okay, now we completed the resection, guys. And then, as I mentioned, from annotation here, from annotate, you can add the dimensions, you can do the measurements of the lines and the angle, etc. To present this in a better way, you can change the size of these descriptive texts here around. And now, once you are happy with the whole thing, the next step, I'm going now to use a template, guys, to print out the final result of my resection using Civil 3D. Go here down. Okay, I'm going first to import my template. So I would go here down, right click on this, and then I would say from template. Can you see here down, guys, in the bottom? Add, right click from template, and then one click. And this is my template, guys, here. I would select this template, and then I would select ISO A1, and then OK. and then I can come here to my template, and this is my template. Okay, as you can see here, it's empty now, nothing in there. So from the bottom here, bottom bar here, guys, go here to this lock logo here. Can you see this lock logo? Just one click to unlock it, yeah? And then you would come here now to pick the top view. Okay, now you can see your drawing. Okay, now guys, you need to decide what is the best scale for your drawing. This is the scale here. Let me try 1 to 5000, for example. It's too big. Yeah, you can add your own scale, by the way. So here, for example, I'm going to select 1 to 7000, 1 to 7, and then here 1 to 7. And now I will select this one. It appears here in the top. This is, if you are happy with it, that's fine. Look it again. Okay. When you look at your view, guys, when you zoom in and out, the scale will not be changed. Okay. Now, guys, of course, now you can add some description here about your project. Give it a title, your name, the date, all the details that you need in the template here. You need, guys, just to go to the paper space here. From the model here down, just one click here on the model, and then it would be changed automatically to paper. Now you are working in the paper space, guys. Now we need to use the command explode to be able to edit the information here in this template. Yeah, so now you cannot edit anything, you cannot add any information. So how to do this? Very simply, guys, just select the whole block, just one click on any point around the frame of this template. Okay, now go to the command bar in the bottom and just write down explode. Yeah, and then enter. Once you entered, okay, you would be able to edit here. For example, I would come to this line here, and then I would add the project name. For example, I can edit everything that I need. For example, here, I would say this is, I will give it a name, for example, of the project. I will call it Resection. Okay. And then now you have Resection. I will give it a description as I like down here. You can write down whatever you like, etc. So I will not edit them now. I will just do them and then get back to you. Now this is my drawing. I added some here. Information, secondary control station G, easting and northing. I added the dimensions of these lines here, XA, XB, AB, and the angle as well. I made this bigger. And then here to the right, I added some information about this project. This is identifying the coordinates of an secondary control station G by using the coordinates of 2 primary survey stations and 2 measured distances using total station, for example. And down here, I added my name and the date, for example, and the resection for civil engineering, etc. Any information that you can find important. And here the scale as well. I use a scale of 1 to 7000, for example, for this one. Okay, guys, now I've completed my project. I'm happy about everything, about the final layout of my drawing. I would like to save this as a PDF file so that I can include it in my final report. For example, just go to the very top left here. There is a Civil 3D icon. If you open this list here, and then you can go to export, and then you can export this to a PDF file, guys, here. Okay, export to a PDF. One click here, give it a name, and then save. And now I have my PDF file. Let's open the created PDF file. For example, I would go to the desktop here, and this is the PDF file, guys. I open this. Now here you can print this out, you can include it in your project, etc. Can zoom in, zoom out, but as you can see here, the final presentation should be good, guys. The numbers should be clear, yeah, As you can see here, all of these numbers, this is control station A with its coordinates, control station B with its coordinates. All the dimensions are clear, as you can see here. Yeah. So that was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this session, guys, and now you are confident about how to do a resection using AutoCAD or Civil 3D. And the aim of all of this to double check that your calculations that you've done are correct. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your time. Bye now.